This is Agent G-18913, filing report Gamma. The search for rebel target R-77 has seemingly hit a dead end for the time being. The ruins of Shawa District have yielded very little in regards to evidence of his death, although no evidence of his survival is there either. With the intensity of the blast near his known residence, it has been determined by the squads in charge of recovery that R-77 was vaporized at detonation. Preparations to rebuild and redesign the district are underway, with more security being implemented at all checkpoints in and out of not only Shawa, but other districts as well. A larger crackdown on any rebellious activity has been taking place, and the graffiti that previously plagued the darker corners has been cleared, with no new tags appearing. This news comes on the heels of reports that the rebel forces outside the walls in the wastes have pulled back. Outposts that previously harbored rebel targets have been cleared out, including farms and previously taken corporate storehouses. There is no word yet on if certain bunkers have been emptied or reclaimed, but agents are currently working to take back these locations and fortify them, expanding our territory past the previous boundary. As of yet, none of the wanted targets have been seen at any depots or outposts, leading the squads out in the wastes to theorize that they have truly lost hope in the idea that R-77 could still be alive. Targets such as R-11 and R-53 are still at the top spots on the wanted lists, with their descriptions being delivered to bounty hunters and elites across the expanding corporate territories. However, given the unstable nature of R-53 and his potential for the Science Division to experiment on, we have posted an addendum to his capture, being that he must be brought in alive. Reports have also come in recently of a rumored spotting of former Agent Farah. It has been determined in the investigation to R-77's presence in the GAT that he was seeking documentation on Farah's condition as an infected host for the feral virus. Whether it was to potentially cure them or use that documentation to try and figure out what we knew is unclear. However, R-77's presence alone indicates that the final report from Agent Farah was falsified, as they had gone rogue themselves. They have since been underground, however sightings as recently as a couple months ago placed them somewhere near the rift. Given the nature of that region, it is also likely this was another individual, lured in by the supposed siren. If it was the rogue agent, then they are likely considered deceased, and as such no bounty is to be posted for their discovery at this time. I have also heard reports from a contact near the Badlands region that conflicts between the factions there have settled, their borders been reinforced, and they now have regular patrols. It appears that they are finally unified after the previous commander, known as Geist, passed some time ago. This does limit corporate travel through the Badlands, but talks are currently underway between elite agents near the region to try and persuade their new leader, Sliver, to work with us as opposed to against us. It is likely that informing them of R-77's death will help sway things in our favor, as he was not well liked by the raiders housed there. Of course, it will be up to the major elites, such as Agent Zeta, to make the final decision on such alliances, but numerous agents believe that divulging the information of R-77 being dealt with could aid in regaining some lands out in the wastes, as well as new allies in our duty to make the wasteland a safer place. Having our top target gone will show that no matter how loud one may be, the corporations are capable of keeping the wasteland unified and safe, and that we cannot be taken down by one rebel with a microphone. A final note on this report. I have been alerted by an allied bounty hunter out in the wastes that they may have discovered an approximate location of R-77's bunker, which itself was a stolen corporate vault intended for sustained survival. This bunker had unfortunately been lost in documentation, but rumors of the location could help us retrieve useful tech and a new foothold in the wastes. I am seeking approval from Agent Zeta to investigate myself at the earliest convenience, as the bounty hunter is one of my direct contacts outside the walls. I will await response to this request once this report has been logged and filed. This has been Agent G-18913, filing report Gamma. Have a safe day.
Welcome to the Wastes is a Voice in the Static production, written, starring, and produced by Edward Grimm Grinner Hutchinson. You can find Welcome to the Wastes on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and other social media sites, and there's a merch store through Etsy. Links are in the episode description. Welcome to the Wastes is also made possible with the love and support of listeners and wastelanders like you. If you want to help support the show on Patreon, that link will also be in the description, alongside the list of monthly supporters. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the Wastes.